Hey guys, I just wanted to take a moment to give you a video example of myself using the Pythagorean theorem to solve for this missing length right here. We'll call it x on this triangle. I understand we only really had that one class to work on it, and then once again, we'll probably only have one more class to work on it before we move on with our vector addition in physics. So when I'm looking at a problem with a triangle and a missing side and it's a right triangle, I've identified that first. The first thing I always do is just put my pen or pencil inside the box and go directly away from it. This will indicate the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is always away from the right angle. Once I know where the hypotenuse is, I can plug in my value for C. In this case, it happens to be a variable, or x. Sometimes it could be a whole number, but in this case it is our variable. So I know I'm going to plug in hypotenuse is always C. So in my problem down here, I'm going to plug in my variable of x for C squared. And then from the other videos we've watched, we know that A and B, they're interchangeable. It doesn't matter which one you pick. I always like to go in order, left to right, kind of like we're rating. So it's A, B, and C. I can now plug in my values for A and B into the equation. So for in this case, A is 8. So I'll have 8 squared plus B squared, which is 6 squared, equals my x squared. So now I've got to simplify these even further down, right? So I have x, or 8 squared. I know 8 squared is 8 times 8, which is 64. I know 6, the plus sign is going to come all the way down with it. 6 squared is 6 times 6, or 36. Equal sign will come down. I haven't done anything with x squared either, so that will come down. So I have my new problem of 64 plus 36 equals x squared. So I'm going to go ahead and combine these two. I'm going to add them together because they are whole numbers. I can, in fact, do that. Let me try to get my calculator in there for you. 64 plus 36 equals 100. This gives me a nice even square root in the end. I've combined those. Once again, equal sign has to come down. I still haven't done anything with x squared, so that's going to come down also. Now, you might be looking at this and thinking to yourself, man, I think it's solved, right? But if we remember variables, we want the variable always to get all the way by itself. We still have this pesky exponent right here. We got to get rid of that squared. And the way you do that is by doing the square root of 100. You could think of it like this. If you put the square root over it, do it one more time. Think of it like this. When I do this, the square root of x squared, it'll just convert to x. And we'll have to figure out what the square root of 100 is. Some of you guys might have a calculator. That's awesome. If you only have your phone or smartphone, you can turn it sideways. And bear with me. I think I got this. You're going to do your number. So our number is 100. And then if you're looking at an iPhone, I'll try to zoom in on this real quick. Looking at that iPhone, it's that 2 square root x. You hit that button, it gave me 10. The square root of x is 10. Or x equals 10 in this case. And that would be our final answer. Let me zoom in. Or you can bring it up here, x equals 10. Another way to quickly double check that that is right is the hypotenuse is always the longest leg or length of a triangle. 8 and 6 are smaller than 10. So I know I at least must be in the right place or right general area.